What do you do when someone you love is gone? When the world around you keeps moving forward, but your world has come to a standstill. The house is still full of their things, but it feels very empty. It's not just the silence in the room. It's the silence in your heart, the ache in your heart that you're feeling. If you found yourself wondering, how do I even begin again? That's normal. So many people go through this. It's not unusual. You're not alone. This episode is not about getting over your grief. It's about learning how to move forward, to move on, and to honor your grief and to get to where you need to be.
Life doesn't always go as planned, does it? Maybe you're facing a job loss, navigating a divorce, caring for a loved one, or grieving the loss of someone close to you. These moments can feel overwhelming, leaving you wondering, what now? Welcome to Thriving Through Transitions. In this broadcast series, you'll find hope, guidance, and practical advice to help you move forward one step at a time. Each week, Vicki Jern, a compassionate financial advocate, brings you thoughtful insights and actionable strategies to tackle life's challenges head on. From managing financial hurdles to finding balance and building resilience, she's here to help you survive and thrive. So, whether you're amidst a major change or preparing for what's ahead, join us each week to learn from someone who understands and who truly cares. Don't forget to subscribe and follow so you're always ready for whatever life brings your way. Be financially prepared for today and the uncertainties of tomorrow.
Welcome to Thriving Through Transitions. I'm Vicki Jern, and I'm very grateful that you're here attending today. I know this isn't easy. Just showing up took a lot of courage, and I really appreciate that you're taking this step forward. This is week 1 of Grief and Finances, Finding Healing and Hope After a Loss of a Loved One. Today, we're going to explore the shockwave that follows loss. It could be days, it could be weeks, it could even be months. And everybody navigates it differently. So your grief and the navigation forward could be different. You're trying to understand what to do next and how to move forward. And that's what we're here today to talk about. Grief doesn't just affect your emotions, it affects your everyday life, your routines, your finances, your friendships. Just getting out of bed is really hard. I want you to know you don't have to navigate this alone. You don't have to have it all figured out. We'll walk through this one step at a time together. If something in this message today resonates with you, that's wonderful. And I would request and ask you to share it with a friend who might be going through the same thing. It could very well help them also. So please do that. There's something about the early days of grief that no one ever talks about. You might actually feel like you're in a fog and you don't really know what you're doing. Your head feels fuzzy, you're just wandering, and you don't really have a focus. That's not unusual. The phone rings, you don't want to answer it. The mail piles up, you don't want to mess with that either. And you sit down and you forget what you were doing. Not unusual. Grief doesn't just confuse, but you don't just walk around in a fog. It disorients you. You don't really know what your purpose is. It's hard. Everybody goes through their grief differently. You might actually have moments where you're wondering, what should I be doing now? What am I missing? Why can't I think clearly? And I want you to remember this. Don't feel like there's something wrong with you. There's not. This is normal. Grief has a way of doing that to everyone. Grief has a way of taking up space in your heart, your mind, your body. Grief is hard to deal with, and everybody deals with it differently. But yet, while you feel this way, life does still go on. The bills still come in. Decisions still need to be made. People might ask you, have you handled this yet? And you're going, why are they asking me that? I don't have time. Don't get mad at them. Just know that they're just trying to help you. But you've got to deal with it on your own time. It might feel like everybody thinks you need to move on, but grief has a way that you have to deal with it yourself. And it could be you deal with it faster or slower. You might find that strength is just getting out of bed. And as time passes, you'll get out of bed and do certain things smaller. But getting out of bed initially might be just a step forward. Sometimes it's just taking a breath. You're not just facing the loss of someone you loved, but the love of your life, what your plans were, what you had planned to do with that person. You've lost it all. Now you've got to figure out what the next step is. Who do you turn to? Where do you begin? You might feel like you've lost not just them, but yourself. So how do you begin to take the first step forward or steps forward? The answer is basically just being realistic. What can you handle this time? What actually makes you feel a little bit in control? You just need a starting point. So I want to share with you 5 simple steps to help you start, to help move you forward during this time of grief. Step number 1, pause, breathe, and write. I'm going to talk to you about writing just a few things in a notebook. Your mind is just whirling, going, I don't know what to do. Let's pause. Let's try to quiet that noise in your head. So take a notebook and write down 3 small steps, 3 things you can do this week that will make you feel like you've achieved something. I'm not asking you to make a to-do list, just 3 small steps to help you move forward. It could be check today's mail. Call a trusted friend. Find one important document, possibly the will, if there is one. This is not a to-do list, like I mentioned. It's just something to make you feel like you can check something off and you moved forward. It's peace of mind. It's gaining clarity during this time. Step number 2, sort through what's urgent. You might feel like everything needs your attention right now. And I understand that. The truth is, everything needs to be handled, but not everything needs to be handled today. It's not about ignoring when the deadlines are due and responsibilities. It's about coming up with a plan and prioritizing what is due when things are due. So let's take a step back and organize what you need to do. First, you need to look at your living expenses. It could be you have to pay a mortgage, rent, utilities, food, things that you absolutely have to take care of in order to survive, to live. So write those down. Look at credit cards or any kind of debt. They might not all necessarily need to be paid today, but you don't want to ignore them, and you want to prioritize and see what the times and the dates are and when things are due. You might have a list of things that are due soon, things that are coming up, and possibly call, if you've got credit card or debt, the company to see if they might give you an extension based upon the situation or circumstance you're in. It's not about setting things aside. It's about taking steps to feel like you're in control. And you don't have to do it all in one day, but you don't want to put your head in the sand and wait till it's too late. Remember, you want to stay financially grounded during this time, making sure your bills are paid, there's no hidden surprises, even while everything else feels uncertain. Step number 3, you're not alone in this. Because you're grieving doesn't mean that you don't have friends or someone who could be there by your side. So reach out. It is not showing a sign of weakness. Maybe reach out to a friend or someone who's gone through this that they can understand. Your pastor. If it's a financial situation, someone like myself that can help you through this time. But don't feel like you have to stay quiet. It's getting the help you need that will help move you forward. Sometimes you need a helping hand. You're not a burden at all. Your grief is very important, and you need to go through it step by step. And having someone with you in that was very helpful. Step number 4, get organized with a clear list. That doesn't necessarily mean you have to have everything on there with the telephone numbers and the people. Just start out making a list. Remember the notebook I showed you? Make a list of what you've found, like banks, financial statements, insurance, the attorney, maybe the CPA. Just put down all of that. And as time goes on, you take a step and you fill it out, and you might find a statement. This is a list that helps you get organized and helps you have a plan forward. Step number 5, make time for your heart. Give yourself 15 minutes a day. Why do I say this? If you feel like crying, it's okay. Crying's okay. You've just gone through something devastating. And this is very important. Sit quietly. Pray. Walk and breathe. Breathing, exercise, that might help you very much too. But take time for yourself. Because grief is not something to be rushed. Everybody has to take it at their own pace. So remember that. So let me offer you some gentle truths. Number 1, you don't have to do it all today. Just one thing at a time and build on that. Feel like you've accomplished something. Number 2, it's not about money. It's about you. You've got to take care of you and know how to move forward. But don't put your head in the sand like I told you earlier. You've got to take care of things and have a plan. Number 3, asking for help is a strength, not a weakness. And we talked about that earlier, but it's so important. So be sure and ask for help. Number 4, small steps are powerful. Just writing off something that you've done, building on top of everything that you're working towards, can feel like you've accomplished something. And that will help you towards your future. Number 5, faith can steady you. You might not think God is there, but He is there for you if you believe in God. So keep that in mind. Prayer is important. I've found over the years that people have questions about losing a loved one. And I thought I would share some of those questions that maybe is in the back of your mind, or you haven't thought about yet, but you'll remember this, or else come back and view this episode again. The first question I hear a lot is, what do I do with the bank accounts, or what do I do with the accounts? And that's a very good question. List down all the accounts, the bank accounts, the financial statements, the companies. And you might not necessarily have the names of the person to contact, but make that list. And if you find some statements, put it in a file and build on that as time goes on. Because this is very important, because you've got to know where everything is. Question number 2, do I have to pay their debt right away? No. But don't forget there's debt, and you want to go back and prioritize what is important. Is there things that needs to be paid, or work with an estate attorney and figure out what is important in this time. It's important to make a plan so that you don't forget something. And question number 3 that I usually hear is, what if I can't make decisions right now? I'm walking in a fog. It's completely normal to feel this way, and it might be that way for quite a while until you get to a point where things are starting to settle in and you feel like you've got some control. But remember, while some decisions may be able to wait, there's going to be a lot of decisions that have to be made and prioritized. So that's very important in planning for the future and planning on how to get to where you need to be, because you don't want to forget about everything. You've got to prioritize when the dates are and what's important. So to keep that in mind. I want to leave this with you from my heart to yours. You're doing better than you thought. You came today. That is so important. You took the first step, and I sure hope that something or several things that I said today and mentioned resonated with you, and that you feel more comfortable about what you need to do, and that you're not alone, and it's okay to grieve. You don't have to walk this road alone. If you ever want someone to talk to, feel free to give me a call at 832-698-2010, or go to our website at www.bfinancialpartners.net. Always available, and I would love to help you navigate this time. I've been there. I understand what you're going through, and a lot of others have too, but everybody has to go through this their own way. If today's message resonated with you, I would love to know that. Feel free to reach out. But most importantly, if you know someone else that this might help, please share it with them. I would really appreciate that. Before you go, make sure you subscribe, because I would really like to share the next episodes with you. We have 3 more episodes on losing a loved one that I think are very important. They're at different stages, and I would love to share with you and any of your friends also. Remember, you're not behind. You're rebuilding, and it's okay to grieve and to breathe. This is Vicki Jern, reminding you to be financially prepared for today and the uncertainties of tomorrow.